Alright guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you just the things that I am going to be having in my Whatnot show tonight. So I am having a Whatnot show. It's going to be a vintage Christmas show tonight at 7 o'clock. That's Eastern Standard Time. So I figured I'd just show you guys some of the things that I have for sale tonight. Just out of curiosity, I know not everybody gets on Whatnot or anything like that, but you know, I just like to share these things with you guys. I like making videos and that type of thing. Obviously, that's why I make YouTube videos, because I like doing them. So I just kind of wanted to share with you the things that I'm going to be having for sale. So if you're not on Whatnot, or if you are, or if you can't make it to my show, you can put a pre-bid into items, so you don't actually have to be there if you would happen to see something that you'd be interested in purchasing. A lot of the times with Whatnot, for me personally, I don't do Whatnot shows very frequently. It is like a time-consuming process, having to get like everything together, take pictures, and then actually like getting on and that type of thing. It's a kind of exhausting thing, but I do enjoy it, and I've been wanting to get on more. If anyone has any suggestions as far as like specific type of shows that you'd be interested in seeing me do, let me know. A lot of the stuff that I sell on Whatnot is a lot of things that, you know, I mean, there's some stuff that I pick up at yard sales, but a lot of the stuff is from like auctions, from like box lots or trays of things that I've won and that type of thing. So, you know, it's just kind of a mishmash of items. But I am doing a Christmas themed one, so I just want to show you guys what all I have available. So the first thing that I have is this little vintage red plastic Rosbro Santa Claus boot. So he's a little like candy container, and I have him starting out as a bid of $5. So these are really popular amongst vintage Christmas collectors, and these are perfect for putting little picks and stuff in, like that in my last video you saw I had gotten a little spun head Santa Claus pick. Like, that would be perfect to put in there. So I have that piece. I have a few of these wooden ornaments. So here is one. It's of a nativity scene. So it looks like that. This one here, I have a starting bid of $2 for that one. And those came from a yard sale. I actually have a few of those. Actually, here's another one. This is another wooden ornament of a Santa Claus playing a drum. So I also have this one as a start bid of $2. I have, these are brand new little pack of Jingle Bells. They're still on their original packaging. Thought that was really cute. And these here I have as a start bid of $3. I'm not sure what this guy is. He came with some stuff. He's like a plastic Santa head. There's a string on him, so you can hang him. But I was thinking he might be like a piece that you'd put on top of a cake or something, like a cake topper. I'm not entirely sure, and I'm not sure where he came from. I have him as a start bid of $1. I had gotten a couple of these at a yard sale. These are like reproduction Christmas cards. This one says, "Friends are a wonderful part of Christmas." And it has these kids on ice skates. This here I have as a start bid for $1. I also have quite a few vintage little flocked Christmas ornaments. So this one is like a Mrs. Claus on skis, and I have her as a start bid of $2. And some of these came from a yard sale. Same with this next one. This one is another little flocked guy. He is a reindeer. He is missing his string, so he would need like a string to be hung up. But I have him as a start price of $2. Eric is texting me. Eric texted me LOL, 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 LOL. He's laughing about something, but I don't know what. Let's find out. Eric's currently at the auction. He doesn't have to work today, which is nice. We'll see what he says. Let's continue on. So I said, what did I say? $2 start price for the reindeer. Then I have this. He would have been a Belle, this little ceramic mouse, but he is missing his Belle part. So he's just like a little figure now. This is by Jasco, and I have him as a start price for $1. And Eric says, guess. What is he laughing at about? What would be my guess? I don't know. No idea, Eric. I don't know. I'm not a mind reader. Hello. Okay, next item. This thing's really cool. It's a little handheld jingle bell stick. I don't know. Again, I have no idea where this came from. Probably in a box of stuff from the auction. I have this as a start price of $2. So festive. That'll annoy somebody. Let's see. This little girl, this little Mrs. Claus came from a yard sale. She was in a bag of stuff I got. She is marked Bug House Japan. So she's like a little bone china. I'm assuming she's a Mrs. Claus. I'm not entirely sure, but I have her as a start price of $2. She's really cute and miniature. This here is a little rocking horse in Christmas colors. This is by Wizard. So this is an air freshener. It's made of wax. It does still have a scent. It smells like, if I would put a scent description on that, would I say that's bayberry? I'm not entirely sure, but it does still have a fragrance. It's like a figural type piece, and I have this as a start price of $5. People do collect these things. I also have this ornament. It is brand new, from 1996. It's actually a Hershey's Kiss ornament, and I don't know if he's on like a, what do you call that, a snowmobile, or if he's supposed to be made to look like he's on a roller coaster. I have no idea, but he is new, still sealed. He came in a box lot from an auction, and I have him as a start price of $2. Eric still never got back to me as to why he's LOLing so much. I have this ornament. This came from a church rummage sale. It's like a handmade beaded ornament with a little miniature reindeer in the center, so it kind of looks like a wreath. And this one I have starting at $2. I also have this really cute UNESCO ceramic figure of a mouse dressed like Santa Claus holding two little kid mice, and it does still have its sticker. I have this as a start price of $5. Here's another little flocked vintage ornament of a Mrs. Claus. Again, needs like a little string to hang her by, but I have this as a start price of $2. I also have this vintage brooch of these little bells, and there are some pretty colored rhinestones in there. And this one I have as a start price of $3. I also have this vintage ornament. Again, this looks like somebody definitely made this, probably with like some old Christmas cards. So it looks like that. I really like this picture and this picture. And I have this as a start price of $2. This here is probably another handmade one. Just remember, I got a couple boxes that were free from like a Curb Alert that had a bunch of Christmas stuff in. Actually, some of this stuff is from some of those boxes, and this one was in there. So I'm assuming this is like a handmade Mrs. Claus out of yarn. And I have her as a start price of $1. I also have this little vintage pixie knee hugger. So he is posable, can pose him a bit. He came from an auction, and I have him as a start price of $5. Here's another vintage flocked ornament that needs a string. This one is of a mouse holding a sign that says Merry Christmas, and I have him as a start price of $2. I also have this vintage brooch, little Santa Claus, and his little arms and legs move. I think at one point he would have had like a cord that you'd pull to make his arms and legs move, but it's no longer there. It's still really cute though, and they still move, just not with a cord. And this I have as a start price of $3. I also have this vintage plastic, this has a hole like a bank, but I'm a little confused because there's no way of getting it out, and it doesn't necessarily, like, there is like a partition here that maybe coins could fall back through. I have no idea. No idea. I picked this up at a rummage sale at one point, and I have it as a start price of $3. Here is another one of those Wizard air fresheners. This one is of a Christmas stocking that has some toys coming out of the top. This one's missing the base. It'll still stand up, but you can see the other one had like a cardboard base, and this one doesn't. And this one I have as a start price of $2. I also have another wooden Christmas ornament of two little, looks like Santa and maybe an elf or something, on a sleigh with a start price of $2. This one's probably the cutest wooden one. This one is of a little gnome, and he's kind of resting by a toadstool, a little mushroom. And I also have him as a start price of $2. I have a vintage little golden book of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. This came from a yard sale, and this has a start price of $2. This came with some stuff I won at an auction. This is an older, I had a bunch of these when I was younger, so I say this is probably 80s, maybe early 90s, maybe a little before that time. It says made in Hong Kong, but it's a little like water snow globe. It does need some water in it, but there's a little plug on the bottom you can probably open and put more water in, but it's shaped like a little lantern, and there's a boy in there with a Christmas tree. And I have this as a start price of $2. Okay, Eric. Oh, his LOL. For reference, Eric's LOL. I'm sure you guys are all wondering, because I was wondering too. He LOL, 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 LOL. My response, huh? His response, guess. My response, no idea. He's working. So I had told you, like, he didn't have to work today at the auction, and now he does. Which I think he's laughing because somebody was supposed to start there today, and apparently they didn't show up, and it just happened with the last person that they had also didn't show up. So that's why Eric's been just kind of volunteering his time, because everyone that gets hired just doesn't want to show up to work. Nobody wants to work. So, you know, Eric's just gonna continue to help out, which is fine because he's gonna be there anyway. I also have this really cute little chalkware choir boy. And there's like some, I don't know, someone had him glued down to something at some point, because there is some like glue residue or something on the bottom. It can be picked off, but I just don't want to pick it all off. So this here came from an auction, and I have him starting at $3. I have this, which came on a tray of some stuff I wanted in auction. This is ceramic, little ornament. I think that you could put like potpourri or something in this. I think that was its intended purpose, but obviously you don't need to, and you can just use it as an ornament. This here I have as a start bid of $1. I also have this lady, and she is a Belle from an 81 and marked Sears Roebuck on the inside. She came with some stuff I won at an auction, and I have her as a start price of $2. This guy came from a yard sale. It is a little pewter nativity scene. Yeah, it looks like that. This here I have as a start price of $4. I have another little wooden Christmas ornament. This one looks like a cuckoo clock, and this I have as a start price of $2. I also have an old Putz house. It's pretty large, blue one. It is marked on the bottom, Japan. So it does look like there might have been something here at one point. I'm not entirely sure. But this here I have as a start price of $5. I also have this little bell. This is also a Nesco little Christmas mouse, and it says Season's Greetings, and she does have her little clacker and sticker in there. And this one I have as a start price of $4. This came from an auction with some stuff I won. This is a ceramic picture frame that says Santa and Me. So to put a picture, when you get your picture taken with Santa Claus, there is a little like hairline crack on the front of this one. So I'm not sure if it'll sell or not, but I thought it was cute. It was definitely different. And this here I have starting bid $1. I also have this little, this is from Avon. It's called Forest Friends. These are the Caroline Trio. Comes with the box. This came from an auction. Start price $1 on him. One box of Christmas ornaments that look like this. There are 4 in there. They're called Magic, and they are by Rauch Industries, R-A-U-C-H. These came from an auction, and I have these as a start bid of $4. See, I have, this is actually an empty greeting card box. So it's a cardboard box that would have had Christmas greeting cards in it. So it is empty, but you know, people like to decorate with these. Also, just to use them to store stuff in. Like if you have any just flat, whether that's like ephemera or like postcards and stuff like that, or even like little linens and things like that. So these were actually free. I got them out of a free box at a yard sale. So we'll see if anybody wants them. I do have a start price of $5 on that. And then I also have this one. I love this one. This one says Winter Wonderland. I love the colors on it. Very, very pretty. And again, it would have had greeting cards in at one point. I also have a start price of $5 on that one. I also have this little Homeco ceramic angel, little Christmas angel. And this here came from a yard sale, and I have this as a start price of $4. I also have this tin Santa Claus tray. Looks like this. And this I have as a start price of $4. Here is by Napco. It is a white ceramic deer planter. So this one's really cute. There is like a little bit of like floral foam residue on the inside because someone had made like an arrangement. This here I have as a start bid of $5. Actually already has a pre-bid. This little vintage ornament. It's of a like ceramic mouse holding a broken Christmas ornament, and it's flocked. The ornament's flocked, and this came out of one of those Christmas boxes that I got from the Curb Alert. And I had this as a start bid of $2. I also have these, a set of these plastic trays that say Season's Greetings. So there are 4 of them all together, and they do have like a made in Japan sticker there. So I have these as a start bid of $5. Those I had these trays on eBay for a long time, and nobody was biting, so I decided to take them off. So hopefully they sell on the Whatnot. I also have this book. It's called the Checkerboard Press Book of Favorite Christmas Stories. So there's 4 different Christmas stories in here. Really cute graphics. This is from 1979, I believe. So it has The Night Before Christmas, Christmas Joys, The Christmas Snowman, and Noni the Christmas Reindeer. And really cute illustrations. I picked this up at a yard sale, and I have this as a start price of $2. Also came from a yard sale. This is a vintage Dunkin' Donuts glass canister jar. This would be great for candy, and it does still have its original box as well. So this here I have as a start price of $5. This is a Christmas, it's called the Whole Christmas Catalog. the binding is coming loose from the front of it. It is from 1988, I want to say, but there is some like really pretty pictures in here. There's stories, really nice like illustrations, there's recipes. It's pretty chock full of different stuff. There's crafts as well. So it's a pretty interesting book. This here I have with a start price of $2. So have this little Christmas brooch, and it has like a little jingle bell. And this here I have as a start price of $3. Another little flocked Christmas ornament of a deer. And this one I have as a start price of $2. I don't know anything about this. I'm assuming it's like a handmade dealie, but I don't know. This part is wood, and then there's like a bead up here, a little jingle bell on the bottom. So I'm not sure, but I put it as a start price of $2. It's a vintage ornament of a little flocked mouse in a Christmas stocking with a start price of $2. And I have this little plastic, this is like a blow mold snowman. And I have him as a start price of $2. All right. I also have this vintage Christmas ornament. This one is so adorable. This one is of a flocked mouse, and he's kind of like a little hobo. He's got this little sack on his tail. So stinking cute. And this one here I have as a start price of $2. What is it with like vintage Christmas ornaments or even vintage Christmas stuff in general and mice? There's like mice on everything. I also have this Avon brooch. This is from 1991. It's brand new in the box. It's a little gold Santa sleigh with a bear, a little bottle brush tree, and a candy cane. And that I have as a start bid of $2. And then I have this. This is from 1968. This is a little like crafting book called Making Candle Decorations. This also came from one of those boxes that I got full of like the vintage Christmas stuff along the curb. So in this here I have as a start bid of $2. So that is pretty much everything for my whatnot show for tonight. There's always a chance that I might throw something in, and then that. I don't have another show scheduled quite yet because I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. I wanted to do a Halloween themed show, but I don't really have a whole lot of Halloween stuff. So I'm gonna have to like take a look at what I do have and go from there. See what else I can find or potentially take down off of my eBay. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope to see you guys there at my whatnot show. Obviously, you don't have to come if you can't or don't want to, but it is nice to see when there are subscribers in the room and chatting and everything. Amelia is down at my legs because she wants her mama. Like I said, Eric's at the auction and now he has to work. He doesn't mind working. I think the only thing that is kind of a bit like crappy about him having to work is like when he has to bid on something, he's already standing up front where everyone is, so everyone knows when he's bidding on something. And when you're sitting down, you can be a little more inconspicuous when you're bidding. A lot of people, like, you know, they'll raise their number and then instead of like continuously raising their number, they just do like a nod, or you know what I mean, like with their hand. So like you can be a little more inconspicuous when you're sitting down, so other people don't, you know, realize who's bidding or that type of thing. So that's like the only part that like kind of is crappy about it, but anyway, he'll deal. He will deal with it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know what you thought down in the comments, and I will see you next time.